George Shimon. In this video, I'm gonna go over some questions and answers you may have about using a web hosting. The one I use is Hostinger, but you can use other. So I have my tablets here looking at your questions to answer them, and also they appear on a mobile phone here. Yesterday I made a short about web hosting and what kind of website you can use for your self-hosted web hosting service. So you can use WordPress, you can use plain HTML, CSS, and templates, and you can install WordPress. So there are so many ways if you have your own web hosting account. I mean, web hosting, every website you host on the internet needs a web hosting. But the difference is you can get your own web hosting. This is called a self hosted service. And then you can add your templates or use the website builder they have. Unlike Shopify and Squarespace and Wix and Weebly, where the web hosting is embedded into your account, you cannot separate them. Basically, you cannot get only a web hosting and do whatever you want with it. It's not like the self-hosted where you access the control panel and you see the folders, the files. So you have more flexibility and more customization. Basically, you're not running on the top of an application or software that like a website builder, even though you can use coding on the other web hosting services like Squarespace and Wix. They have their own platform where you can add coding, but they're expensive. I think this is my opinion. They're expensive. I think the if you're new, you might want to get a self-hosted website and web hosting service. They're cheap, but you have to learn how to use the back end. You can ask questions, but you have to get used to it. I went through so many services, so I have some experience with them. So, guys, if you have any question about web hosting and how to host a website on the internet, let me know. I'm talking about self-hosted websites. Like you get your own web host, like which is the shared hosting. This is very cheap. Versus, this is different from Squarespace and Weebly and Shopify, those platforms. So if you have any questions, you have a website, you wanna move it around, you wanna build a new website, you wanna learn about web hosting, how to host or connect a website on the internet, let me know. Submit your questions here. I can answer you live now. So again, hosting, connecting a website on the internet, you need hosting, but the hosting comes in different types, and I'm talking about the self-hosted services like Hostinger, Bluehost, iPage. Those guys, you can have your own. You can get the like the raw, but you have to use the control panel, and you can install WordPress. You can install a theme like HTML, CSS theme like themed forest, and you can use the website builder. Like nowadays, most of those self-hosted, they have website builder that you can use yourself. So guys, if you're tuning in on this live stream, let me know where you're tuning in from, and say hi in a comment or ask me questions. So this way I know you can hear me. I can't even know if you can hear me or not. I see people on a counter here. I see 6 people, but I don't even know if you can hear me and you're able to understand me, because sometimes the reception is not perfect. So if you have any questions, let me know and say hi. Drop your questions in the comments. Say hi. So any questions about the web hosting or making a website? Cynthia Moser, hi, welcome. Avakin J, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, let me know if you have any question about web hosting, how to use a web host, if you already have an account, or how to connect a website on the internet, what kind of web hosting you need, what kind of service. And I'm talking about self-hosted services. These are not the platform that you get your hosted websites like Squarespace, Weebly, and Wix and Shopify. Those other platforms are great, but they're kind of expensive, and I don't recommend them in the beginning. In the beginning, to learn web hosting and how to maneuver your way around in a control panel or the H panel of a web host, you should get those cheap ones, the cheaper ones like Hostinger, iPage, Bluehost, A2 Hosting. I've used a lot of them. And thank you for subscribing, Cynthia. I see somebody subscribed. Cynthia, that's Cynthia. Thank you so much. So, yeah, we're not talking about that now because they're kind of expensive now. Like Squarespace and Shopify and Weebly and Wix, those are great platforms and Webflow, but you have to be kind of advanced to start using them, and they're more expensive, because they can be for beginners and they can be for advanced. But myself, I like in the beginning to use self-hosted websites because they're very cheap. I mean, you can get a shared web hosting, self-hosting account for maybe for 2 years. I got mine for 2 years. I paid about $70 or $80 for 2 years. That's very cheap. But if you go to Weebly and Wix and Squarespace and Shopify, you pay about at least like $25 a month, and you have not made any money. You don't have anything running yet. You're still learning. This is why I recommend cheap options, in the beginning, unless until you become familiar with what you're looking for, what you need. Are you gonna be building a new website for a product, for a service, for e-commerce? For taking appointments. If you have an online course, you need a different website. Each website will serve different aspect of your business, and also uh, you cannot have all kind of services on your website. I liked and subscribed. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I do appreciate that. If you have any questions, let me know. Submit your question in a comment. Do you have a website? Are you looking to build a website or just learning about web hosting and making a website? Let me know. Um, yeah, who else? Anybody? Nitro. Nitro. Who else? Anybody have a question about web hosting, making a website, how to connect your website on the internet? I made a short video yesterday, and it was not clear. That's why I'm making this one. This way I can explain more if you have any question, because that one it was very short, and I felt that people didn't get what I'm trying to say. So this is why I'm gonna expand and talk about more details and explain and answer questions on this long forum video, this live one. And if you're on this live stream, I want to thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And if you're tuning in the future on a replay, also, I want to thank you. You can still submit questions and ask me about web hosting, domain name, connecting. Do you have any pet? No, I don't have any pets. No. So, okay. So, what kind of business do you guys have? It depends on what kind of business you need to search for a web hosting and a website. It depends. That will make a big difference. If you're selling, let's say, one or two products, Squarespace might be a great one, or any other web hosting. But if you have, let's say, 10, 20 products and you need some e-commerce capability, Shopify is one of the best. But again, these are good. They're kind of expensive, but they're good for somebody who have a business running and they're making money. Then you can move to those platforms. But in the beginning, I haven't been. I built my website a couple months ago, and I did it on Hostinger. It's very cheap because I'm learning their back end, which is the H panel, and I am in the process of redesigning the website. Soon I will redesign it, and I'll make another video on how to redesign a website if you have an existing one. So, anyone else have a question about making a website, about web hosting, about domain name, how to connect your website on the internet, or how to move your business online? If you have any business or you're thinking about a business idea, how to move it online. So we can talk about this. Anyone have a question? I guess nobody have any questions. So again, uh, if you want to connect a website on the internet, you need a domain name. The domain name is very important. Every website should have a domain name, unless you have a mock website, you're building it on your web hosting, and you're not connecting it on the internet yet. Your web hosting will give you a long domain name, but you at one point you have to register your domain with a service called domain name registrar, and the name registrar will let you connect your website on the internet when you're ready. So anyone else have a question about connecting a website on the internet, web hosting, which one to use? Elijah Toulet, welcome. Me, what do you mean, me? You have a question? Let me know if you have any question. Elijah Toulet, Tool it. Yeah, let me know. I'm live now. I can help you right away if you have any question about web hosting. We're talking about web hosting. What platform should you use? How to connect it on the internet? What do you need? And what platform is good for what business? And if you're new, what platform should you use? Anyone else? Questions? Comments? Topics you want to talk about related to web hosting? Anyone else? Who else? Anybody have a question? Anyone else? Questions, comments, topics? I try not to remove anybody from channel unless they're annoying, you know. I mean, you got people, they have nothing else to do than add in naive comments. Who else? Anybody have an existing website you want me to look at? If you have a website, I can look at it now if you want me to. Cynthia Moser, what do you like to do? I like to do this now. Live stream on YouTube, that's what I like. Where are you guys tuning in from? Are you in the US or overseas? What country are you tuning in, or what state are you tuning in? Let me know in a comment box. This way I know how far I'm reaching. Dookie Nuts. Dookie Nuts, welcome. Do you have any question about web hosting? Connecting a website on the internet? Domain name? Who else? Oh, I can't rotate my phone. It has to be in this position. Yeah. What do you like to do? LOL. Welcome, guys. If you're tuning in, or if you're joining now, we're talking about, as the title says, using web hosting panel, whether the control panel or the H panel. We're talking about how to use them, what web hosting to select, how to connect a website on the internet, what's a domain name. These are general questions. If you're advanced, you will be familiar with those. If you're not, if you're new to making websites, or you want to connect a website on the internet and you're not sure how to do it, I can answer you now. I can ask, I can help you now with the questions you may have. So, yeah, let me know. And if you want to talk about other topics related to other platforms, as long as it's within the web hosting and the domain name and the website's connection, that's what we're talking about now. This video is about this. This is the subject, you know. So, WTF. All right, guys. Who else? Some comments are funny, you know. So, uh, do you guys have an existing website on any of the platforms? Let me know if you have any. So, wow, there's a delay even between the phone and a tablet. Anyone else? Questions, comments, topics you want me to discuss? Guys, if you have any question, whether you're on this live stream now or you're on a future replay, I can answer it. Just submit questions. Even if you tune in on a replay later on, I can still answer you, but let me know. So, welcome to this live stream, guys. It's great to have you. I do appreciate your time. So, hey guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I need to grow it, and in return, I'll be making more videos like this. I'll be motivated, and I'll help you more answer questions you may have about topics I'm familiar with. And you can tell from my channel here what kind of topics I cover, but I'm willing to cover more topics, you know. So, so let me know. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let me know. Just say hi in a chat box. And if you have any questions about web hosting, domain name, how to start with making a website, or what service you need to make a website, whether you have a one connected to the internet or you're thinking about making one, you need certain kind of services and you need to select specific platforms that fits your business or your needs. So if you have any question about that, let me know, and I'll be happy to try to help you right now. And I want to welcome you so much. I do appreciate your time and tuning in, whether you're on this live stream or you will be on the future replay. I do appreciate your time, and if you subscribe, it will be great too. If you like this kind of content, you may not like it, so I'm not gonna ask you to subscribe. But if you like it, make sure you subscribe, and I do appreciate that. Every subscriber means a lot to me. It helps the channel, and it gives me more motivation to keep making more videos like these and other forms. Because if nobody sees those videos, nobody interact, it's not gonna help me make more and keep going. This is a two-way conversation. It's not one way, you know. This is what I like about the live streams. We can talk, you know, we can conversation, we can hold a conversation, you know, back and forth. And who else? Who else is on this live stream? Just three three people now, but you know, I don't care if there's one person. I value your presence and your attention and your time spent here. So Anyone else have a question? Setting. We can talk about Linux commands if you want. Let me show you. I run Linux at home, so this is the Linux terminal. So this is the laptop running Linux desktop. It's right here. That's a big monitor. And then this is the server here. Let me fix this here. This one is running a server, you know. It's kind of old computer, but it does fine running the this one here. You know, I run, so basically I have a server running Linux at home. I have the desktop, this one running Linux too. So basically, this is the same as if you get a dedicated server on the internet with a web hosting. They're very expensive, or you get a virtual private server (VPS). This is it right here, but it's local. It's local to my home network. You know, so you can do that if you want, and you can learn a lot instead of buying virtual private server, you know. So anyone else have a question? All right, so let's see. No, no, no. Let's see. Integration, analytics. Let's see. Questions, comments, topics. Okay, let me show you the web hosting here, the H panel. So interesting. So yeah. Digital Marcia. All right, let's see. Get a lot of junk emails, but can delete them. Anyone have a question about web hosting, connecting a domain name, web hosting on the internet? Let me know. So All right, so I guess we've been going for half an hour and there is no more questions. I guess we can. Oh, there's five now, five people. We're, again, we're talking about web hosting. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm logged in to the control panel, or they call it the H panel of my website. I can show you. So, okay. So I guess uh, let guys submit your question before I wrap up the session. If you have any questions now, uh, there's people coming in and out, tuning in and out on this live stream. If you have any questions, let me know. Submit it in a comment before we wrap up the session, because this is a two-way conversation, and I'm here to answer questions you may have. So let me know where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions about web hosting, how to connect a website on the internet, domain name, what platform should you use, let me know. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. I need to grow it, and in return, I will helping you making more videos like these. So let me know. And if there's any specific topic you want to discuss about making websites, what platform to use, I can talk about this too. You know, obviously, I cannot cover all platforms, but I can cover the basics of certain. Anyone else have a question? Anyone else? Questions, comments? You can share your opinions or your insight about having your own website, or if you're thinking about building a website, you know, you can share that too if you want. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I want to grow it and help you in return make more videos like these and answer questions about different topics that I cover on my channel. So that's even better. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I see people tuning in and out, but let me know if you have any question. I want to thank you so much, whether you're on this live stream now or on the future replay. I value your comments, attention, and time spent here. And in return, I want to help you answer questions you may have about this topic. As you saw the title, it's about web hosting and how to use the control panel or H panel in the when it comes to web hosting. And we're talking about the self-hosted services. I'm not talking about the hosted websites and the platforms like Shopify, Squarespace, Weebly, and Wix. I'm talking about the separate ones. They're self-hosted. You have more options to navigate the back end and make different types of websites. Like, for example, if you're on Shopify or Squarespace, you cannot use WordPress. If you are a WordPress user and that's what you're looking for, then you'll need a self-hosted, shared service like the one I have with Hostinger, or you can use a Bluehost, iPage, A2 hosting. There are a lot of them. There are thousands on the internet of web hosting companies that you can use. So yeah, it's nowadays everybody is on social media, which is great, but social media is great for attention and for to share your message, and you see you acquire audience, but by the end of the day you have to divert your audience from social media to a website, and this is where nobody is competing with you. You know, when you have your own website and your own social media, you can divert the traffic to your website or blog, you know. So this is what we're talking about now. So if you have any specific questions, I'm already logged in my H panel. I use the Hostinger account, so questions I can answer if you have any questions. So I'm tired, but I had to squeeze this live stream because I made this short yesterday and it was not very clear. So I figured I'll make a long form video. So anyone else? So I don't know if you want to see my the H panel of my website, but it's right here, guys. Let me show you. So this is the H panel. I'm logged in. Let's see. It's right here. This. So it's here. So it's not bad. You go to home here. Once you log in, I have Hostinger. So it's right here. This is the H panel. If you look at it, and then you have the domains, websites. So if you go here, you can hit on websites. Then you have domain, email, VPS if you want to upgrade to a virtual private server, but I don't need it now. That's good for if you need application, you have to create an application. And then if you go to websites, it's gonna show you the websites you have, and I have this one is connected to the internet. This one and this one, it says temporary because I'm testing. I made a new I'm making a new website, so I just click on add websites, and it will give you this one. But if you don't have a domain name, you're gonna get this kind of address, and it says temporary. It's a temporary domain, and when it says connect, it means connect. Are you guys able to see me? Let me know because it says unable to connect. I don't know why. If you're on this live stream, let me know if you can see me and you can hear me because it says reconnect, unable to connect. So see. Anyone else? Questions, comments? YouTube Studio. Analytics. Scholar. Big Four. So, alright, reach, engagement. Anyone have a question about web hosting? I am logged in into my account now. I can help you. Three. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, let me know. We're talking about web hosting and what platform should you use depending on what kind of business you have. Let me know and I will help you. Also, make sure you subscribe to that channel. I want to grow it and help you in return make videos like these and answer your questions. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna wrap up the session because no more questions coming in. If you have any question, submit it in a comment now. I'll hang out for a couple minutes because nobody is asking questions. So, and I already presented the information I have. Um, so I'll hang out for a couple minutes. If you have any questions, submit it so we can answer it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Check out the channel and see what kind of content I have, what topics I cover, and then you'll decide. Anyone else? Anyone else have a question or topics you want me to discuss, as long as it's related to the video, about web hosting, domain name, what platform to use, and when? Let me know. All right. Questions, comments, topics. All right. So I guess. Okay. So if you have any question, whether you're on a live stream now or on a future replay, let me know and I will answer it in the next coming up live or other videos. But hopefully, I'll make another one tomorrow or the day after. But for sure, I'll have one by Saturday. So submit your questions so I can answer you. And with that said, I want to wrap it up because no more questions coming in. And again, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I need to grow it and I need your help. And in return, I will make more live streams like this and answer questions you may have. Thank you and see you in the next video.